Hey y'all, Samantha, Sam Bell Wreath Designs, welcome. You're on here right now, you're probably on the replay. Type in replay, tell me who you are, say hey, and please do all the things. You can do it on replay, you can do it on live, which is to tell others about us, which we call it hanging a wreath on the doors. Who doesn't want a wreath on their door, y'all? The holidays are here. So, if you're looking to place an order, please message me from the page, because I don't always see comments, but I do go back after my lives and I say hey and answer any questions that I do see. So, as you jump on, please say hey and tell me where you're from if I don't know you. And if I do know you, say hey anyway. So, I was going to be here, I don't know, quite a while ago, but y'all know how my life is. Welcome. Welcome. Yeah, I love this design. It's a Dollar Tree cross frame. I don't know if y'all can see that. Sometimes it does better just to leave it. I need to get my computer up where I can see y'all's comments. Hey, y'all. Hey, Sal. Hey, Sal. Sally. 30 minutes. I know, right, girl? Well, Samantha can't be nowhere in 30 minutes. But I did get my video up. I did get my reel. And I did create me a YouTube yesterday. I haven't put nothing on it, but I did get me a YouTube. Hey, girl. Hey. Hey, my Sally. Y'all, I ain't even put a lick of makeup on. I just, look, Samantha just got out of the shower. Samantha had a shower. Had to have a shower. Alright, so I did my reel a while ago where I did the steps of it to show so I could do boom. So, a little easier said than done, but we're going to try it again. So, welcome all and everyone. Y'all, I don't have no purple ribbon. The only ribbon I have are these little bitty, they got rubber bands on them. I have these little bitty trim type ribbons, and they're really pretty. Don't get me wrong, they are pretty. I love this one. This one I think came from Walmart if I ain't mistaken, but I could be wrong. I don't really know. No, it came from my store out of Birmingham. Take that back. But yeah, it looks like a crushed velvet, like crushed velveteen. That's what it looks like. Y'all see that shine and glitter? And then this one is just a light purple lacy. There we go. That's the words. So anyway, I wanted to do my little video skit just so I can have it all together. And why can't they make quiet plastic? We need quiet plastic. I don't know if I'm going to 100% use these, but I'm thinking about it, so I don't really know. I've not done the cross. Now, I have made some petal type wreaths before, sunflowers and such, but we're going to see how this one goes. We've got white. We've got a dark purple with the, both of them's got the foil. I'll get my words in a minute. I've got 20 minutes, then I'm going. Okay, 20 minutes. All right, so we got the dark purple and the light purple. Both of them's got the foil in it. And then I have a white. Let me show you this one because it's not in the bag. But it's kind of like, you see the iridescent type colors in it? Got the greens and you see all the shimmers of it. So anyway, we're going to cut that bad part off. And we're going to use these pieces at first. Because why not? They're the same. Okay, so anyway, if I don't, I may have to make a bow later for real. I don't know. I mean, y'all. This ain't, really bow material. But I may put a little piece in the tie. I don't know yet. I just don't know what I'm going to do yet. I just don't know, y'all. So, I want to take a picture of my stuffies. Because I'm trying to do reels. Y'all, please be sure to check that one out. Because I want to know what y'all... It is pretty. Thank you. I want to know what y'all think about the reel. Because it's my first one that I've done where I did pieces in, each step of the video. And then I put it all together and try to make it like boom, boom, boom. I know it's not perfect, don't get me wrong, it's my first one doing it. But, Samantha tried. That's all you can do is try. Try. Okay, so, I do know some things I do and don't want to do in this one. Let's see, video. Let me turn this so I can see my colors. Okay. I can see my cross. Okay, so if you're on a page or have a page or thinking about a page, okay, it wasn't video in there for a minute. So, you can video, and then you can edit that video, and you can, I do it without any of the voice recording. I mute everything out, and I put it to the music that Facebook allows. And it's very limited on what Facebook allows. Oh, I know what I need to do. because I'm trying to keep it in a certain focus. Okay, so that being my legs out of it for one, you know, because I had to crop that out, which is fine. Alright, now, I had forgot to take pictures during certain steps when I did the other one, but that, again, was my first. So anywho, moving right along. Y'all, the hair's got to go up. It's got cold here last night, y'all. We had the air on yesterday, and then last night, we needed the heat on, but I didn't turn no heat on. Y'all be sure, thank you. Had them done yesterday. Had them done. They're a little on the lengthy side. That one was really the right size, lengthwise, but he didn't get them quite even, if you will. Then he wanted to charge me more because they were longer. I said, well, cut them down. But did he? No. I'm getting really tired of them people. And then I seen on TikTok last night, this girl was like, have y'all noticed that your prices are going up on your nails and they don't have a list of, they don't have the list price hung up on the walls no more? And that is so true. And somebody else said this the other day. It may have been my stepdaughter or somebody. But anyway, I'm like, I don't think they do have the prices listed. So anyway, that's the reason. And one girl said on the TikTok that that people are looking at what you do for a living, how much you make, if you're single or not, and going up on prices accordingly to your stat. I'm like, really? That was, because I told that guy yesterday, I said, y'all went up $10 since I've sat from, like, I've been sitting here 5 minutes, and y'all went up $10. Because he said, you want me, he said, these are brittle, you want me to cut them off? And he started clicking them off. I'm like, well, yes we do. Okay, now the light purple I don't have open. We're going to wood burn these real quick. I don't, I think typically there's 4, 4, and 4, and then 4 per section, okay? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then in the center is where I would put a bow, and I don't have the purple ribbon, so I'm going to have to probably get a ribbon later and make a bow later. But I thought about putting some of that purple in the tie, but I don't know because I don't think you're going to really see it when you get the pieces laid down. Again, this is my first. Y'all know what I like doing about the firsts? We all learn something. I have made, well, if I can get my finger out of the hole. Well, maybe not. I've made a bunch of sunflower type petals and wreaths before. So, this did come from the Dollar Tree. It is, I think 2 foot. Yeah, it's 2 foot by 12 wide. When we get done, it won't be too much water. Now, I've seen people add florals in it. I've seen people do all kinds of stuff. So you can do, you know, sky's the limit, really. Now, I know my hair probably looks crazy right now with it still wet. Yeah. Okay, so anyway, moving right along, nobody cares. Alright, nobody cares. We can't stack these up and burn them, as y'all know. Now, these pieces have got to be like a 10 by 10, so they'll fold right. If you make them bigger, they will be too big. They won't fold correctly, okay? So, I was going to go to Harbor Freight today, too, and I didn't make it. Okay, let me hang on down here. God, sorry. If you're using a wood burner, tempered glass. Must be tempered. If you don't have it, a tempered glass, get you a microwave, an oven safe casserole dish. That's what I used to use. And I still have it down here. I still have it in here, y'all. We can cook and craft all at the same time. Hey, girl, how are you today? Yes, Rebecca. Screaming at me the other night. Screaming. Oh, me. Y'all, if ever you have any technical difficulties, yes, please let me know. Because sometimes everybody's got them. And sometimes, you know. Y'all, I can't even get my comments on certain lives. Like if I'm watching somebody, I cannot get the comments to go away. So I had to leave the comments up during their live. Which really gets in your way of watching what they're doing. And it really gets on my last nerve. It's not their fault, but you know whose it is. Alright, so we're going to do these at 10 by 10. And I probably should have started cutting these, but y'all know Samantha's not got her life together. Alright, so I do want to try to do these as close, on the same line of squares, the same row. Best way to do it. And I've got, oh, that's what I was going to write on my list, or did I? I think I did. I'm trying to make me a list of what I need to get. I still have not found the things yet. Okay, the square ones. Girl, if you want to come by, text me, make sure I'm here. I should be, but I got to do some running here and there. I do have some dentist appointment coming up. But anyway, I've got a couple I'll sell you. I don't mind. I mean, I've got a plenty to sell you for right now. What do you need? 1 or 2 or 3 or whatever? I don't know. But I do got clothes hangers on my list. And I got to see how many we're going to need. I'm thinking about 20-ish, but I could be wrong-ish. But if you want to and you need to, I mean, I don't mind. If you've got something you need to get done, that's fine. Because I've got more than I'm going to use right off. You know? So let me know. You know my messenger. Just message me. You know, anytime after like 10 a.m. If I don't answer, hold tight. I'll be there in a minute. Y'all, I got up at noon, I think, today. No. That was yesterday because I was very tired. But anyway, my cousin loved the owl. Wasn't, you know, we had to go to the funeral, and she hold on, my phone got on my little mouse. I want to disconnect my mouse pad that goes to my, I'm trying to make boxes. Out of the frames, what are you going to do with the box frame? What are you going to do with the metal box frame? Curious, girl. I need to know these things. I might not want to give them to you. I'm teasing you. What are you going to do with them? That I do want to know. I do want to know. What are you going to do? I used to have a mirrored, like a fish tank, and it was mirrors all the way around, and we had it in the floor. I had a cat back in the, I've always had cats until now, but anyway, now I have dogs. I'm a cat person. Let my baby go. Okay, so anyway, I had a mirror. It was like a fish tank, but it wasn't like enclosed, you know, airtight. But the cat would get in there and she'd see herself and she'd prance all in front of it, you know. It was so funny. So funny. That was, I don't know what happened to that thing. I guess my first old man, he probably has it, or cat, you know. He probably doesn't have it now. I'm sure one of the hoodlums he's been with in the last 30 years has it, but it was really neat. I've not seen one like that before. I don't know where I got it. Maybe my mother. I don't know. Good gravy, Samantha. Outside. Oh, cool. For the sleigh. That's a cool idea. Yeah. Okay, so how many total are you needing? How many boxes are you trying to make? Maybe I'll make you come out here and do it on live. Well, you want to do that? Want to come do it on live? That'd be fun. That'd be fun for people to see. Really. For me to learn. 4? Okay, you need 4. So, 2, 4, 6. 2, 4. Sure. Okay. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, just 4 box then, right? 4 per box. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Am I thinking that right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So you need 16. Okay. Let me count how many I totally got, because I know I've got some here, and I think I've got some in yonder in a bin. But what's your schedule? What you doing tomorrow? What you doing? That'd be fun to do, for real. That'd be a good thing. That'd be fun and interesting. I may come down here 16 total squares, yeah. Yeah, 4 times 4. 4 times 4. I'm going ahead and I'm just going to do all this white roll of mesh I got right here. And then we'll start on the next color. Yeah, this is what takes some of the lengthy time. And again, if Samantha had her life together. Nothing. Okay, so you want to do it tomorrow? Are you on a schedule? Like you got to be done by a certain time? You got to be home by a certain time? I just need to know these kind of things so I can get my mojo gameplay. I got to get prepared mentally. That'd be fun though, girl. That would be. Everybody'd love that. I think they would. Well, you know where I'm at. I guess. Message me. The message. And remind me. Call me in the morning. Call me in the morning. You're in Odenville, right? Tomorrow, okay. Oh, afternoon, okay, 3:30. That'd be good. Okay, 3 or 3:30. That's when you need to be here. That's when you want to come here. Is in the afternoon. It's gonna be, that's fine. I'm just making sure I understand, or is that what time you need to be gone by? I don't know. I don't know. And the reason I want this to be really even, y'all, is because when you do the wings, I call them wings because they look like angel wings, really. But, message me in a little bit, too, Rebecca. 1, remind me. And 3, 1, 2, and 3. No, you're in Pill. Okay, okay. Well, did you say you need to be here at 3:30 or be gone by 3:30? Yeah, this is one thing I want these really, really done right. Because let me just start that square line over because I've done messed it up beyond. Because when we ruffle, let me show y'all how we're going to do these, and y'all go, oh, okay, that's why. Even if you're doing the flowers, you still want to be pretty precise, because if you don't, your mesh is going to fray out of it. So we got a 10 by 10. We're very close. Gosh, I hope I remember this right. I don't know if I remember right or not. I don't know if I remember. Good gravy. I really don't. I just now went, cannot be here. Okay. Okay. You have an appointment at the hospital. Okay. I need to find out what time my doctor's is. Message me in a little bit. I'll probably be on here, I don't know, maybe not long. I may have to do something different because I got to remember how to do a dang wing. Y'all, life is not easy for me. I can't remember. I know how to do the floral flower thingy. Hold on, I got to remember how to fold that flower, the petal. Okay, that's fine though on time. I'll double check my numbers on how many I do have. If I don't, did you go to Odenville or not? Did you go down there to see? Y'all gotta remember how to make these wings. I remember doing that part. That ain't how she did it. I don't know if I remember, y'all. This is gonna be sad. It's gonna be sad. Okay. There we go. So see, if you have fray or anything sticking up, you're going to notice. And that's kind of how we're going to do it, like a petal. Sort of like a petal. Okay. And this white is so thin. We'll probably, I don't know, we might as well just start with the purple. We might just do the 2 purples. I don't like thin mesh, and this is thinner than I was thinking it was. Okay. When did you last go there? Like, how many days ago? And I know that I swear he said over here, I know I commented back, I can't remember what day he said that truck comes. But it was only like a couple of days from when I was there. So I want to say it was going to be on Monday. But, oh, I was like, what in the world? It's a motorbike or something. I thought it was something outside my window again. Okay, I'm not crazy about that mesh. One, it's thin. One, it's thin, which makes a big difference in these kind of designs. So I'm going to come through here and I'm going to slowly melt. I probably have enough to do that. Went on Tuesday. Okay. Alright, let me see, and just remember to message me or something. If you don't hear from me by 7, 8 o'clock, because it's 5:30. Yeah, if you don't hear from me by 7:30, just, if I ain't already, check and make sure I ain't still alive, but I'm sure I won't be, because Samantha has not eat. Y'all, I want to lose weight. And so I've got to quit drinking my sweet tea. This one guy I was listening to talk about weight loss. He's like, go without sugar for 2 weeks and watch how thin your face becomes. And your midsections and all the other things. And so I used to drink unsweet tea 24/7 for years and years and years and years. And I guess I'm going to go back to it, but I do have to have my sweet and low. I do use sweet and low in my coffee now, but I used to use sweet and low, not sweet and low. I use equal in my coffee. Equal tastes just like sugar to me. I'm not crazy about this mesh. I'm just not crazy. Alright, let's see if we can just get a few made. Let's do the purple because it's going to be nicer. It's thicker. It's hard to just, you know, some of this stuff is so thin. Well, I'm almost done with this little row. Let's just be done with it. Let's just be done. Be done. Y'all don't forget, check out my reel and let me know what y'all think about it. Y'all got to say hey on it. Y'all got to comment. Y'all got to like it. You got to like it. You got to like it. Share it, share it, share it. Please, please, please. The more views I get on them, that's how we get paid on reels, is how many views. Well, for all the things, even our lives, in order to make, you know, they offered me stars, I think back around March. And you got to have literally like 100,000 followers. I think you had to have 10,000. I can't remember. But I don't know why they offered it to me, knowing I only had 1,000, you know? I don't know. Anyway, then you got to have so many views. And, you know, math is, again, y'all know my world. Well, anyway, moving along. The views is what adds up, and that's what makes it worth the money, you know? So, if y'all ain't watching it, then it's not doing me no good. Same thing with these lives right here. I mean, that's why we're like, even on replay, it means a lot because it's time that's been watched. If you ain't got time to watch it all and you're not busy, you know, where you got to have your phone, just mute it down and let it play in the background. Serious there, Fred. So, and if you can't, then come back and watch the replay. You can fast forward back up to where you was. Or you can sit there and watch it all over again. Yeah, the one thing that's making this a little harder is because it's got such a weave in it, which is natural, but, you know, like a river, if you will, how it curves around. That's what this is doing. And it's so hard to stay in that one line. But I've always told y'all, if you'll keep some pressure, tension on it, like hold it one side and the other side down, because it gives it more to straight line, if you will. You know, I started to do that gift box thing one year because I really wanted to do my front porch. And, you know, for years, I told Chris, cut the bushes. No, I said let the bushes grow up. Let them bushes, we got holly bushes out my front door. I'm like, just let them grow. He's like, we can't do that. Why can't we? It's my dang bushes. I do what I want to. You know, we're not in a home association or nothing. So anyway, I'm like, that's what I want. Because you know, that's what I wanted. So anywho. That's right at it. I don't know. Let's just cut this off. So now that I want it down, I want all the bushes cut down so I can show my designs. He's like, let them grow to the ceiling, like to the roof of the house. I'm like, really? Y'all. Can Samantha ever get what she wants? No. I get what he wants. Every dang day. Every dang day. Yeah, so that's pulling. We'll fix it or we'll chunk it. We may just do the two purples. I don't know. Let's see how it looks. If I can even learn to figure it out, y'all. Should have rewatched my little video on it. Okay, I'm just kind of like putting these together so I can keep them in a pile. See how those are coming apart, but we'll fix it when we get there. I may run to Birmingham tomorrow. Today's the 10th, right? Okay. I've got an appointment on the 16th. I was thinking it was like the next day or two. But, well, tomorrow's Friday. I don't guess it will be. Yeah, last week, I swear, every day I went live, I put the wrong day and the wrong time, well, the wrong day and the date. And then I did not know that the clocks fell back. And so my clock lost an hour. I'm like, how is that? How did my clock lose an hour? And I didn't say lose an hour. I'm like, it's slow. It's like quit or something. You know, I wasn't thinking about time changing. And I don't watch news to know all that stuff. So this is a thicker mesh, but hopefully it'll cut a little better for us. Alright, so, sorry my nose is itching, y'all. Alright, so let's cut this more evenly, because from the last time I used it, it's not even. And some of it is hard to see. Today's Katie's birthday, if you're still on here, Rebecca. Kimberly's next to the oldest. 14. Cheyenne be fixing to be 15. No, October. Hers was October, I believe. Hers was October. She just turned 15, I believe. I believe. I was just talking to Kimberly. I know. These kids are growing up so fast. Well, you know it. Again, we're cutting these 10 by 10. And I'm using a wood burner. If you're using a burner, make sure you're using tempered glass. That means it's heat safe. You can use like a microwave safe dish or an oven casserole. I used to use a casserole dish and turn it upside down and do it. I will have to call her. Yes, yes. Kimberly, she said she wanted donut. Katie wanted donuts instead of a cake. So she showed me the mound of donuts. I'm like, gosh, that's so funny. I love Katie. She's gonna be my valedictorian for real. She's so smart. Kimberly said she got mad at her one day. She had a doctor's or something, and then Katie wanted to go to school. And Katie told her mom, said, I like going to school. I said, that's my girl. She wanted a couple years ago, she wanted to be a judge. And I'm like, you go girl, you know? And she's smart enough. She's witty. She's so smart. She's book smart. And she is just, will cut you with some words. It's so funny. I love Katie. Kimberly said the other day, she said, she's just like you. And she ain't, they lived here for about a year, but they were like 4 and 5 years old. Cheyenne had started kindergarten here, you know. But then they had moved back in with their grandmother. And so, you know, they've been around me, of course, for a lot. But she said, Katie's just like you. I'm like, good for her. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Be just like G-Mama. Y'all, I never knew. Look, them kids, she got 4 kids, and they all, you know, got different daddies. But, y'all, all the grandparent names are taken. So, I guess G-Mama, that's the only thing left. I didn't even know that was a thing. I did not know G-Mama was a name. I really didn't. When the kids were little, I think it was Cheyenne, asked her what the G stood for, and Kimberly told her gangster. I'm like, you're a Fruit Loop. But G-Mama is a big thing. I did not know that. You know, Gigi and all them names was taken. So, well, it's G-Mama, I guess. Yeah, that's a big thing. Who knew? Not me. Okay, I just cannot see good. Yes, in the perfect world, Samantha would already be done with this part right here, and we could have just done a few pieces and shown you, but y'all know me, you know my life. Yeah, I know, right? It was funny. Kimberly, she come with some stuff. Kimberly come with some stuff. Gangster. I got you, gangster. Oh, me. But Katie, she's so smart, y'all. She got upset when the pandemic hit. Katie couldn't figure out how to do a certain thing in math. I said, baby, Google it. We ain't supposed to. I said, well, you ain't supposed to be without teachers either, but we are. I said, you go learn how to do it, and then you do it right, and you show them how you did it. You ain't got to tell them how you learned it. You know, you ain't got to tell them how you learned it. So, neither here nor there. She learned how to do it, you know. But you do, at some point, you gotta, the parents, y'all, look, my son was doing, I went to Jeff State for, I don't know, about a year. Well, about 2 years. I was trying to take third semester of Spanish, and they said they didn't have enough students. My behind. Every one of us wanted to keep going, because the third class of it is how to really get to talking it fluently. But I cannot believe they were refusing us the third class, the final class of the Spanish courses. Anyway, point was, I did math up there, y'all, and I'm not smart as all. I'm not the smartest by no means. Never claimed to be. Never claimed to be. And I used to love math. And when I got sick in ninth grade, with rheumatoid, I was out of school for over 6 weeks. And back then, that's how long our semesters, or not semester, but our report card period time was 6 weeks. But I was out for the whole second 6 weeks and then some. But that was the gut of algebra. And I struggled. And I was good at it before I was out. And I took that because I couldn't take, I had done quit band. Thank goodness I wasn't heartbroken about that one. Because I done kind of got, kind of burned out and was just having to pretty much teach yourself at that point, because in band, I don't know if y'all are familiar, but in band you have to just play music, move on through the book, and to move forward, you have to go in there and play for the teacher and show them you know what you're doing, and that's all you did. Well, that just got to be so humdrum, we was like, so we quit, me and my girlfriend. Well, anyway, I'm kind of glad I did get to that point because I'd been upset to have had to quit band because I really liked band. But I wouldn't have been able to walk the football field or the parade or anything. Would not have been able to do that at all. And then I couldn't take PE because I couldn't walk, much less couldn't walk the stairs, y'all. But anyway, I took algebra twice a day. Once during my PE time, if you will, and then once during my regular time. And I struggled. I struggled so bad. But my kid was doing the same work in third grade that I was doing at Jeff State. And he was whizzing right through it. I'm like, well, that figures. But I'm like, are you kidding me? I just could not grasp how to do some of that stuff. But, anywho's, I'm just not happy with that. I cannot see for some reason today. I don't know why. Everything seems so dim and dark. I don't know if it's me, my eye, I don't know. I don't normally have this kind of problem. I've got such a glare. That may be more of it than anything. There's a glare. And it's keeping me from being in my line that I need to be in. I probably should have just came on later after I got all this done. Because people are going to click on and off. But if you're with me, welcome. And if you're on replay, welcome. If I don't know you, if I do know you, y'all tell me hey. Please hang the wreath on the doors, which is the SHARE button. Let others know. Please go check out all the things. REELS. Y'all, we're not supposed to be telling y'all all these things. We're not supposed to tell y'all. There's so many rules. There's so many rules. Engagement baiting. You can't tell them what to do. Well, most people don't even know what that means when you tell them to share. What's that mean? It's sad. But there's a lot of people that's not been on Facebook, y'all. A lot of new people. They don't know the rules. They don't know the thing, not rules, but they don't know the nice things to do. And we're supposed to assume they do. Facebook needs to come out with a how to, let me go this away. Maybe that's part of it. I don't know. Maybe. Come off. Maybe that's part of my problem. I don't know. maybe. That may be part of it. I about got a headache. Y'all, I'm so stressed over all the things. All the things. So much on my mind. I'm so limited to do things. Just, I'm still trying to pack up this house, and what I got left to do, I really need like help to load it up and take it to my storage unit and unload it. Okay, maybe that'll help going this way maybe a little bit better. Let's see. Let's see. Alright, let's put him on the 20. Go to the 10. That might help me with my glare. Yeah, I started to do the boxes a couple of years ago, but you wouldn't have been able to see them because, like I was saying, he wouldn't clear. Hey, girl, how are you? He wouldn't clean off cut down the holly in the front of the house, so there was no way to see what I would put on my front porch. Girl, I promise tomorrow. I've got some stuff together. I've got it all together. I got to put it in these little to-go bags. I'm gonna put it in the mail tomorrow. I promise. Tomorrow's the day, and then I will also send you. Oh, I need your emails. I need your email. Pam, if I hadn't got your email, go message it to me here whenever. I do. That way you'll get a notification when I mail it. And that way you'll know to look for it. It's just in a bubble package, bubbler thingy. Not poly. Yeah, I guess it'd be a poly mailer. But I will get them in the mail tomorrow. And, you and Dusty. I need to message him and get her, excuse me. I always thought Dusty was a, y'all, I never thought Dusty was a female. And you know, there's a lot of guys who craft and all that, so I never thought twice about it, and I'm so sorry. Y'all, who knew? I didn't know. I don't like to assume or guess, but just with the name Dusty, I just assumed. You know what that'll do? You know what that assuming to get you? Yes. Yes, it did. I'm slow today, girl. Slow. Let me take this off this. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. I'm going to send you some material too, Pam. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you. I appreciate everything y'all do. I'm sorry it's taking me so long, but, you know, unfortunately, life has a way of throwing me some doozies. But, it's all behind me now, I think, for the most part. For the time being. I don't know, that might be too small. Hold on. These have got to be a 10 by 10. Oh, that's right on it. Otherwise, they won't lay flat like you need them to. I've got more. Alright, let me move this out the way. Well, no, I need to do the light purple. Let me do a few of the light purples. I just want to finish up those two pieces I had right there of partial rolls. Oh, thank you, girl. I'm trying to look and see the comments because I got all this mesh piled up on my computer. Yeah. I'm tired. I'm just so all the things, y'all. I don't know. Look, Samantha's just trying not to think about it, really. Just trying not to think about it. Okay, so my girl Rebecca on here just a minute ago, Pam, she lives down the road. She's actually related to my stepson and them. And I never can remember how she tells me every time, and I'm like, I can never keep it in my head. I want to say she's related to the kids, my stepson's kids. Maybe maybe by his ex. Girl, if you're on here, I'm sorry, look. Samantha, I don't even know how I'm kin to people. Y'all went to that funeral, and I'm like, I've not seen my cousins in a long time. You know, everybody got life going on, and they was saying sorry to me as I'm saying sorry to them because of my things I've been going through, you know, this past year and all. Just like, look, let's not even think about mine. So, but Pam, I was saying, Rebecca is we're gonna do a Christmas box to make the boxes for Christmas that you would stack, and she's gonna put them in a sleigh. Rebecca, if you're on here, did you get your sleigh from Walmart? Yeah, I don't know if y'all watch. Most people do, but oh, what's her name? What's her name? Barb. She did a she's from Georgia. She has the crafty. She has the shabby tree. The shabby tree. Shabby. Shabby. Samantha can't think. I think this is one of my problems. I think it's better if I come over here and I do it, because I'm right-handed, and I'm trying to do it backwards, sort of. So I can stay in my line a little bit better. So if I turn it over here, it is easier for me to stay in my line. I was trying to do it that way, and that's not working, and that's what it was. I couldn't figure out why I wasn't being able to stay in my line. Yeah, so we're going to do it on live tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. She gets through with her doctor's appointments and everything. She needs those square frames. She's been asking about. Let's see. So, I told her we'd do it down here. I think I've got enough for her to do them. She needs 16 total. Now, Rebecca, if you're still on here, how many did you already have on them frames? Any? Have you got any of the frames, or you got to have all 16? She may already be gone. She's going to message me later, though. These are 10 by 10s. We're doing a cross. How you doing, Miss Pam? We got the light purple, we got the dark purple, and we got white. Now, white's kind of thin. I'm not real positive about that one, but we're going to try it. That's one good thing about the mesh burner, or the wood burner, is that it does singe it, and it does help reduce the fray, especially when you're doing these kind of designs where you will see the fray if there's any to be had. If there's any to be seen. Okay, so the shabby tree. I don't know why I say shack. There is a shabby shack, anyway. Shabby tree. Barb. She had a sleigh that she found from Walmart. It wasn't like $50, something like that, 40 something, 50. It wasn't bad. It was pretty cheap to be as big as it was, and it was wooden, and you had slats that fit down in it. Well, there you go, Pam. Crazy. How are you besides crazy? Just crazy. Just go with that one. Go with God. Go with God. That about wrapped it up, Pam. Crazy. Oh, gosh. I don't know what I'm going to have for dinner tonight, y'all. I've got to go to the grocery store. I do got to go to the Wally World. I don't know, though. You know what? What I want is something I can just throw in the crock pot, and not just a roast, but the crock pot or the oven or something where I ain't got to sit there and make and mix and do all the stuff. I just want to be able to just heat it and eat it. I don't want to fool with putting nothing together. I don't want to fool with a bunch of mixing. I don't want to fool with a bunch of anything. I just want to throw it in there, go back and eat. Those colors would be pretty. Yes, thank you. I think my girlfriend, she sits with an old lady, and she does that's what she's doing, is like home health care kind of thing, where, when they need to be sat with, or, they're limited for, it don't matter. Sometimes it's just a week, sometimes it's indefinite. But the lady that she's sitting with, she wanted this design for her. So hopefully I can remember how to do the wing thingies. And we're going to cut our pipe cleaners in half. Oh, I didn't have my pipe cleaners that one ago. I took pictures of everything. I'll take pictures again. Did you see my new video I uploaded a while ago? My new reel? Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. That one's the one we did where I did the filming as I went, as I did each section. And then I tried to put it all together, and it looked like it kind of boom, ba boom, ba boom, and was done. But it's a learning curve, it ain't perfect, but I did do pretty good. I did home house. Did you? Before the farm? I mean, look, I need somebody to sit with me. I need somebody to sit with me. I was going to do that with her because the girl is a friend of her daughter's, and you know, they're paying cash, and I'm like, okay, but y'all, Samantha, you know, I can stay up all night, but I'd have to be doing this. Y'all have to be up with me all night to keep me up, because I can stay up all night, but if I have to stay up all night, I can't stay up all night. Does that make sense? As much as I'm a night owl, I can't work night shift. I just can't. I can't stay awake. That's going to put me to sleep faster than anything. Does that make sense? But I have a hard time in the mornings. I don't know. But you know, something would happen and I'd be not hearing it. I'd be asleep, because y'all, when I get to sleeping, I'm out. It's hard to wake me up. It is hard to wake me up. But, get off. But, okay, I think, let me cut just 2 more, I think, and then we'll try to put some together. We only need, I think, 4 per section, and there's 4, 5, 6 sections, so I'm going to have more, but for right now, this will do us for a minute. We'll see how it goes, if I can remember how to do it right. Because I didn't relook, and I was thinking about the way you got to twist, the way you got to twist your, petals. These are 10 by 10s, so you got to turn them a certain way. Hey, I was going to send you some material, Pam, because I've got all kinds, and some of it's country looking. It's got barnyard animals, and some of it's, I got some solids, but I thought, but I didn't know if you needed solids or not. I'd ask. I don't know. I think there's like pink and blues. I don't know. I'm just going to send you a hodgepodge of stuff. No, this is from a girlfriend. The one that the lady she sits with, she wants it for her. And the lady's favorite color is purple. So, it's for my girlfriend's. My girlfriend. For my girlfriend to give to the lady she sits with. But I have not done a cross like this before. And now a lot of people will add florals and stuff like that into the sections as well. And I don't have no purple ribbon except these little bitty, what do you call it? Trim type ribbons. So I'm just going to, I don't know if I'll be able to use them or not. They're kind of small, but I love that dark purple one. It's like a crushed velvet look. I got it from my store out of Birmingham. But do you need any kind of ribbon like that? Any fun ribbon? I don't know. Do you need any fun ribbons? Alright, so we're going to try to do this show. Well, I've not done it before, like I said, but I know the gist. Now, I think I had pipe cleaners already out. I know I did, but I didn't grab them. Why? Because Samantha can't remember everything at once. I don't know why it didn't. It should have been all together right here. And I didn't see it. And I still don't see them. Of course. Why? Because that's how my life rolls. Oh. Are you kidding? Holy moly. I had it all together right here. And now it's not together. Where's my fork? Hold on, let me find some more. Oh, here they are. I found them. They're in another tub. Okay, this is some of the stuff I'm sending y'all. Oh, I had other... excuse me. Olaf. Prince Frozen. Okay. I think some of these came from Walmart. And this here is it's a circle with a pumpkin that you paint. I got one of each for these of y'all. It's blue and beige. You can repaint these beads too. And it says Harvest, giving you one dusty one. Same thing with, I think my tree came off. I had a tree on there. Yeah, I had a tree. My tree come off. Where'd the tree go? Where'd my tree go? Oh, and then I got these little cats. These are so cute, but I won't use them. So I thought maybe y'all can. And there's a tree that goes on this other one. It says home for the holidays. But if there's something particular you need, please let me know. Just message me and let me know. There's another tree that goes on this. It must be down in here. Okay. And then these, look, I don't know. My girl out of Birmingham that I used to de-stash with, these, look, it is missing an eyeball. They're birds. They're for like Easter. Okay. And I don't know if she made them or bought them. Big white chicken. It's like they had, look, it came from like a real deal, kind of got barcode to it. Okay. That one's squatting and doing all the craziness. This is foam. This is made out of foam. Okay. I've got these little peaks right here. And Mother's Day being around the corner. These are like for Easter or whatever, I guess. You look. One's yellow, one's green. I don't know the legs, the colors. Then I've got these. Hold on. Mother's Day. They'd make pretty, you know, into a pretty arrangement or something. You know, you never know what you might do. And then I've got like these country-like pieces. They're probably backwards because my camera's not flipped for y'all. So that's just a bunch of some of the stuff. But I've got more. I've got more. Oh. See, I was wanting to put one of these butterflies on this design I'm doing for the cross. But I've only got blue and purple. I mean, blue and pink. So I've been getting stuff together for y'all, just so you know. I ain't forgot about you. Hold on, I'll read your message. Hold on, let me put all this back in one bag, so. Hold on. And I told y'all this right here about the other mesh that we did the other day. This came from Dollar General. But it opens up. And you could paint these if you wanted to. But these make great for nautical wreaths or nautical type designs. Make it look like the, what you call it? Yeah, the nautical netting. Oh, here's the blue. I love these butterflies. And where did I get these? These came from Walmart. I might could find some at Walmart because I think this was during the holiday. Like, it's holiday time. So the holiday. So these, I need to go down there and see if they got a purple. Hold on, let me read your message. Oh, there's my pipe cleaners I need. Okay. But yeah, if there's something particular that you're needing or wanting, like, you know, that you might want from the Dollar Tree or something like that you can't find or get, y'all let me know. And I'll see what I can do. See what I can do. Let's see. That's all that. Let me put it back over here out of my way so I don't make a mess, because I will. Because I will. Okay. This is the same purple we just done a while ago. It's the dark purple. I've got another roll. And I got another roll of the white. Oh, y'all. Let me see what you're saying. Pretty. Saw that. Did you find the new place? No, not yet, girl. I just got to get out. Are you getting any rain and wind from Nicole? Is that the one that's in Georgia? Because no, I'm not. I've seen somebody said something about a storm in Georgia. They cook. It's called Collard Valley Cooks. And her name, and her and her husband. Hi, Joanne New. How are you? Where are you from, Joanne? Thank you for being here, y'all. Look, Samantha just got a shower. I had to put my hair up. Y'all, get so hot. So, overlook my hotness today, but how are you? I'm in the east side of Birmingham. And, yes, it is. Yeah, I don't know anything about it, girl. I do not watch the news, y'all. Listen, I do not watch the news. I do have my phone set to go off if there's, like, severe weather kind of thing, or, you know, Missouri. Mizzou. Well, welcome, girl. You like to craft? You make wreaths? What do you do? What you like to do? I'm just cutting these in half because we don't need the whole thing for these pieces we're going to do. If I can, y'all, my hands hurt so bad yesterday. I was wanting to come live. There's like no way. Nope. Well, those are not like even. Okay, but I want to get them as even as possible. And then I'm going to fold them in half and we're going to cut them. Y'all hear my dog? Yeah. What, did you say what you like to make? Or did I miss it? Sometimes I don't see it, girl. And sometimes, Facebook just shows us certain messages and don't show us all of them. But, so if you say something and I miss it, you know, I do scroll back a little bit. Yeah. Has it tore up anything, Pam? Because it said so, she was showing, it looked like she was showing how bad it had rained. And they're in Georgia. They're in something George. St. George, something another. I don't know nothing much about Georgia. I really don't know much about Georgia except Atlanta. And I try to stay clear from there. Thank you for being here, Joanne. It's nice to meet you, girl. Hope you keep coming back. Look, go watch the reels. I did just put a new reel out, and I'm trying to be to get monetized, and so I just did the first one that's kind of showing you as I go through the sections, and I need to take a picture as I say that. Let me show you something. Okay, let's do it like this. Let's do it this way. Y'all, this is the funny part about making. Yeah, that's what she is, like flooded bad where she was. That's definite. Okay. And I didn't even look to see what all was going on. Alright, so as I do my reels, and some of you are aware and some of you are not. Okay, so we have our hold on, let's do that again. Y'all, you gotta do it as you make it, because then you know, you gotta show your process. So when you have your video and you upload it, then you piece it all together, and it makes it look like boom, 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 the steps. And you have to do it while you're doing this, or you don't get all the steps. You know what I'm saying? Alright, so anyway, I'm trying, y'all. Look. Okay, and on my iPhone, I have the app, iMovie. Okay, well, that I could put it all in there, and I could watch it easier than I was, like, to upload it into the reel. Because if you're on Facebook, you can do it straight into a reel, but you would have, I couldn't be live and do it on Facebook. You know, I could on another phone, but anyway, I'd rather just do the videos and then be able to edit those that I want, and such and such. Point being, Samantha's learning. Samantha's learning all things. Samantha's also getting hot. Okay. Alright, now. Hold on. Let's do this too. We're going to have these 3 different colors. And I want to do the same thing with the colors of the. I'm not going to like do a video with that. But I do want to take a picture of it. Okay. Saying I was doing good helping. I've been. Oh, thank you. Facebook sent me a message to me saying I was doing good helping you. Well, good. Ain't that exciting? Huh. I'm trying to give you a badge. Because I don't need them whole. The pipe cleaners I cut in half. I don't need it, just thought, yeah. I just double checking your message, comment. Yeah, I cut them in half because we don't need but a half of it, because we're just twisting it to the back of this frame. And so you're not adding a bunch of stuff. And so you don't want them that long, because then you're going to be cutting it off and throwing it in the garbage. So you might as well cut them in half. Okay, so that would be the reasoning. Alright. Well, maybe I will. Do the same thing I just did. And one thing, y'all, when I got done with that wreath from the fall wreath that we made, and I did that video on it a while ago, the reel, I didn't have, I didn't have the ending of the wreath except for what was on my wall. So, no, normally on a wreath I don't. Only when I do bundles, because a lot of times when we do a wreath, when we do bundles to a wreath, we do the same thing, cutting them 10 by 10s, and then we curl, and you do 2 to 3 to a bundle, and then you would actually take this and put it to the frame downwards and twist it on the back, which is kind of what we're going to do here. And y'all going to have to bear with me because I got to figure out how I'm going to do this because I really don't know. Because I really don't know. Alright, so let me see. Let's start with the dark, the purple here, because I'm thinking like do a dark, light and a dark. Okay, we're gonna cross them in the center right here. We got our manufactured edging on the outer side. Okay, and then I'm just gonna come through here and scrunch it together, and then curl it over each other, and it makes like a petal. But now, wait a minute. If I do that. Okay, I'm trying to think, if I do that, can I not, because see, this makes a different kind of petal, okay? But this ain't what I want. You can make all kind of different petals, okay? Okay, just depending on how you fold it. But that other way, I was trying to think if since I folded that in the center, but it's not. Okay. It's not going to let me fold it a different way to make it look the same. Oh, wait, let's see. I wonder, what if I stack? Let's stack the white on top of it and see what that looks like. Because I don't know if people normally do this with 2 or 3 colors. I mean, at one time, I don't know. I don't know. I've only seen one person make it, but that don't mean they know. I mean, I'm sure others have. Don't get me wrong. I just don't know them. Let me cut that. Don't pull. Cut. Don't ever pull. You'll sit there with a pocket full of plastic. For real. For sizzle. Don't you? Rolled off. Okay. And that may not look like I want it to look either. I don't know. Because I'm thinking offset it. Now, some people take a zip tie, some people take rubber bands. I don't know. We're just going to try to tie it for this. I may have to do a different kind of something. I don't know. But I'm going to leave, get my ends, get my pipe cleaner about even. And pull it super tight. And with Easter, you know, shortly after Christmas, and what you're going to do is there's four lines on here, okay? We're going to take the center 2, and you go around those 2, and we're going to, well, you can go downwards, and let's go downwards, okay? But you're going to go around 2, because if you go around 1, then it's only going to flop around, okay? So you got to put it around 2 of them, so it'll make it sturdy and hang in there without flopping around like it would if you just put your pipe cleaner on one of the frame posts. Okay? Alright. Let's do another one. Once you stack them up a couple of times, it ought to look better. It'll help hold the other one in place a little bit. Yeah, the only time I really ever, let's just do one dark purple on this one. We're just going to trial and error here. Trial and error. See what we like. You know, hey, if you don't like it, don't do it. You know, if you want it different, do it different. There's no wrong or right. There's a process. Like that would be the process. Folding it over. But you can do however your little heart can tell. Okay. Now, if you wanted to zip tie them, you could zip tie them. If you want it. I haven't done it enough to know the difference, but I've never done a bunch of nothing else when I've done it for a flower or, you know, to do a, what do you call it? Yeah, that went my word. Sunflower. Do a sunflower petal. I did a sunflower petal years ago when I first started, before I ever seen anybody do one. Sorry, I had to take a drink. Yeah. So, before I ever seen anybody do one, and I did it out of burlap. And it was so pretty. But my girlfriend, she lives up the road, she's a nurse, but her mother loves sunflowers, so that's why she wanted that one. And now, you know, I used just rough cut burlap, and I think I sprayed it with like a Elmer's glue spray to make it hold its shape better, but it turned out very pretty. I was very, you know, to be, when I really didn't have much to go on, you know, just trying to make it to the best of my ability with no other knowledge of how to put it together. Same thing with the sunflower pineapple. Y'all see my sunflower pineapple. That one's pretty cool. That one's expensive to make because it takes a lot of flowers. It takes quite a bit of styrofoam. I don't know about 4 to this. I wonder if I should come back up the frame a little bit instead of on the edge. I like that. Okay. Let's just keep adding. And see, all I'm doing is twisting that around. And then we can probably put that back around the frame again. Let me see if I can tighten that up a little bit more. And that may be another thing is maybe she zip tied it to the, no, she zip tied the piece. I would say she zip tied it to the frame. Okay, let me just try one. Let's just see, because I think the zip tie will hold it. She was talking about breaking the frame, which you can, y'all. Y'all know that when I did the other day and I thought I had broke it, I never could find where I broke it. All right, then we're going to do a solid light purple. We're not going to put white in every one of them. Okay. But see why I said you only need a half a pipe cleaner is because you're only using just a mere half a piece, you know. Same thing on a lot, like if we were curling them up, it's called a curl? A bundle of curls. A curl wreath, yeah. We used to do that on a lot. Okay, so if I did that, and then, let me put that down. You know, I have made a flop before, but, you know, hey, you ain't gonna learn if you don't try. Alright, so let's go this way, and let's zip tie, and see what that does for our piece. I want to use these smaller ones, zip ties. Yeah, so that's going to hold it right there in place a lot better. You can still do your twist tie around it, but if I didn't do that, and we just did, I had to make sure what color I had. Let's do this one with white on this one. I know I dropped one off there. We're going to do, we did light and white, the light purple with white. Now we're going to do the dark purple and white. So that one's a little bit smaller. On that. Oh, I unplugged, no I didn't. I thought I unplugged it. Okay, so my piece is just a little far, y'all see that little piece sticking up? So I want to cut that off. 1, so it don't fray. 2, so it don't stick out. Now you want some more of these clear ones. I'm gonna need to get some more. I think I do got purple zip ties. I don't right there, but I think I do in my bin, in the bucket of them. All right, so let's me use a different piece because that white's just a little on the short side. And that one's on the bigger side. Of course it is. Alright. I'm throwing them in the middle. Alright, so let's do this. Let's see. I don't think I can do it. I'm going to use my pipe cleaners because I don't think my hands, the way they're hurting and bothering me, I don't think I can hold on to it and zip tie it without losing it and it going, you know, I'm just pulling off that little piece that's hanging off. Alright. Hold on. Getting old. Getting old, man. Okay. I'm afraid I'll lose it and drop it and we'll be sitting here wasting more time. As Samantha fumbles with everything because her hands. I do got to get some purple ribbons. I was going to order some stuff last night, and I didn't. I wanted to double check what I had. I do like making the curl method wreath. They take I say a lot of material. Now that we know better, it doesn't take that much. We used to pack them full. Y'all, we used to use at least 1.5, if not two, 21-inch rolls of mesh on a door wreath. But we did do 16 and 18-inch frames. They were big, but that's when I first started, y'all. We didn't know no better. We didn't know no better. All right. Okay. See, I got these going down. Okay, so see, that's 1, 2, 3. So let's see. Oop, not that far down. Get back. I definitely want to put a zip tie on that very bottom one. All right, let me cut this zip tie off. What to do with my... Well, they're over here. Wrong ones. Come out. So what y'all have for dinner, y'all? I need something different. I pulled that even more snug. Okay, let me put this one on down here on the bottom before I go further. And before long, you'll be knowing how to make all these things. Get in the hole. If you do this way, just be careful that you don't over tighten your zip ties to break your frame. But if you do break a frame, do it like you would a Band-Aid, using hot glue and like a piece of felt. All right, I knew. Hey, no better way to learn. Yeah, when I first started going live, I made a mailbox swag. And me raising this up just then reminded me. But I had my phone up here on books and stuff because I didn't have a camera holder. And I made chicken shepherd pie. Chicken shepherd pie. I said, yes, that sounds good. I need somebody just to cook for me. I need somebody to do for me. I get so, I get burned out on my own cooking, my own stuff. You know what I mean? It just gets old after a while. It's like, the same old, same old. Alright, so let's tie that one down. Okay, that's our fourth one on that tie. Okay. Alright. And I think it's looking good so far. Now, the only thing is that you can still see the frame. So I'm not real crazy about that little tidbit. But now, like I said, the one I did see do this one, she had added flowers and stuff. And that may have went over her edging, which I don't know. I guess maybe by the time you get done, because it's covering it as you go. So you can't see the frame down here, I don't think. No. So that's our 4 down here. Let me burn that edge. My cousin loved the owl wreath, if you didn't hear me say that a while ago. The one I did the owl for is her sister who lost her son. And he was 17. He's been in Alabama College for 2 years, and he was autistic, smartly autistic. 2 years. He wanted to be a pharmacist. Very sad. Very tragic. Very tragic. His casket was red. Roll Tide. Bless him. Bless him. Okay. Now, when we get done, see, now that I've zip tied those, my ties feel, which we can go back through and clip them off. Let's clip off the excess, because see, there's still excess on here, but two, we've also zip tied it. Now I did go around. I think I'll leave that there. Just go my thunder. Okay. I know, I did too. The owl looks so good. I want to make another one similar. I give 2 other Meals on Wheels, but just, oh, that's sweet. That's good-hearted of you. Oh, I mean, it's so hard to eat for, it's hard to cook for one. Crafts by Mick, thanks. How are you tonight? Good evening. I'm glad I scrolled back up because I didn't see your comment. I'm sorry. You're the one in Tennessee, correct? My son's father and then was from up there. Just okay. That's the dark. Okay, trying to figure out what color I need next. The owl wreath was so pretty. Let's do. Thank you for being here. Y'all be sure to check out the REELS's. And if you can, do the hanging the wreath on the door with those, which is, you know, the SHARE button. Y'all, we have to be careful what we say, because they will take your monetization away for the least little things. So, appreciate all your helps. I finally got offered monetization. Hopefully I can keep it. I don't know. The other day I was like, well, tell me I lost it or something, but I'm like, what? But I don't know. I just redid everything. I think it's still good. I don't know. We'll see. Takes a bunch of views though, y'all. Takes a bunch of views. So with that being said, please go watch and sprinkle it about. Okay, now, tell you what I'll do. I'll cut these off. See how much still we could get away with a half of a half if you could get your hands around it. So, we're going to do that. And we could come in here with some greenery. I do got to get some ribbons. Oh, that's what I was going to check and see. But see, it's going to cover it. So that's what I wasn't sure. That's what I was thinking about, was putting it right here. Same thing with some of my jute mesh tubing. I don't know. Let's see. let's go out on a whim here. I had it in my hand. Oop. Oh man, really? Nothing can be said. Not in my life. Nothing. So I do want to find something else that's kind of woodsy and do a design. I think the owl's really got, I need to look. I don't know what else would be woodsy like an owl, but not the same, not an owl too. Alright. So. Okay. Let's see what this thought process does for us. Okay, so I'm going to take one of them little pieces that I cut off just a minute ago. And I'm going to go around my jute tubing. Maybe. I just want to twist it together. Okay. We'll see. Only one way to find out. Nice to do it. Okay. Give me some ideas of what else would be like an owl, but not an owl. What else is woodsy? A rabbit. A rabbit would be cool. A rabbit would be really cute. Rabbit. I gotta write it down. Gotta write it down while it's in my brain, or I'll be forgot. Let's see. Woodsy ideas. A rabbit. A wolf. I don't know about a wolf. The cardinal. Yeah. Jackie's wreath and things. She had found a cardinal from Cracker Barrel, but it was really like a big red. It was more whimsical than woodsy. You know what I mean? But yeah, deer. And I like the deer idea too. And I got some ribbon for deer. I've got a bear. It says welcome. His ribs are in his ribs. It's a wooden board that says welcome, but his ribs make the words welcome, and it's really cool. I had one that was a fish. I had two fishes, and did them years ago, but I still got the bear. I don't know. You got to hit the right person with a bear to do a bear. But the reason I say bear is because I have a welcome sign. But even a bear on one would be cool if you found the right kind of thing. Well, I wrote bear. I wrote bear. Hi, Sam. Hi, everyone. Hello, Shirley. How are you today? We're trying to think of other whimsical creatures like the... Did you see me on my back? A bear. An eagle. Eagle. That would go quick because this is the Auburn lands far down the road a little bit. But a friend of mine is a big Auburn fan. Well, there's a company that's up in Huntsville, and they're called Redline Steel. And they are a company that is military owned. They all have been in the military service. Well, they make all these metal signs, and they had done some eagles and such. Well, every now and then they'll have a sale on like a clearance on some like their mishaps, stuff that didn't print out well, or didn't cut good through the cut center, because they're all steel. Everything's made out of steel. I have boo koodles, y'all. I have boo koodles of these signs. You name it, I got it. But I love their stuff. Well, anyway, I ordered an eagle. I just ain't feeling this white. But anyway, the eagle, you couldn't tell that it was a mess up or anything because you don't know what a mess up is. It's like the grain of the knife cut it weirdly. You know what I mean? So I'm going to do the white and then put the purple loopy on top and see what that looks like. But you wouldn't know the mess up unless you knew what you was looking for. And still it was pretty, and I got it for near nothing compared to its normal price. Let's But red line steel. Y'all like the metal pieces, or you got people who that just keeps fraying. I'm just not with this white. It's on the thin side, y'all. It's not making me happy. Just not making me happy. Okay, so let's try this one. Let's go with that one over. I'm putting my rougher cut on the inside. That way my better leaf or wing or whatever you want to call it. I don't know. I call it angel wing because they look like angel wings. And you could leave them separated a little bit. You could do it either way. There's no rules, y'all. If you want to try this, you can do it any kind of way. You know, there's no law written. There's no law written. All right, so now I'm thinking, let's see if this ain't too much. I'm thinking like, I was thinking about folding it, but let's just do it and see what it looks like. We may not like it at all. We may not like it at all. I never did do that one down. Well, hold on. What do I do with my big clips? What do I do with my big clips? Clippers. I don't know. Oh, they're back up in there. Hold on. Okay, let me smush that together. How are y'all doing tonight? I'm trying to figure out something I can eat that I don't got to really go in there and slave and cook for. Sounds like an egg sandwich. Y'all, I do. I eat so much breakfast foods. It's so simple. It's so quick. And it's so good. I can live off of eggs. Okay, I wanted to put the white between that, didn't I? I think that's what I was going to do. All right, let me just kind of hold that for a second. Hold on. Now, see, this is what I was talking about a while ago, trying to do my pipe cleaner and the zip tie. My hands don't play well with others. All right, let me do the white. And I did cut my pipe cleaners in half because you don't need even the whole half. Really, you don't need but a half of a half. So if you've got really good hands, cut them in fourths. Because all you need to do is tie it together like that. Now, if you don't have the zip ties, then you may want the whole thing because you'll place it around the two inner frames. And then, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back over. Let's see. I don't want that on top. I'm looping back over with my pipe cleaner tail and bringing it back around. And then twist it on the back. Pull it super tight. You want it as tight as you can get it. Yeah, I had to look online for some of those, Pam. That sounds like those would be good ideas, especially the bear. Well, I say bear. Definitely the eagle, the rabbit. The rabbit would be so cute because you know. I don't know, but you know. I don't know. Let's see if we're gonna like this. I kind of wanted it to kind of flare out on the sides. Is that gonna look goofy? That might look goofy. I don't know. Let's put it on. We can always take it back off. We can take it back off. We have the technology. Y'all, Bobby Sue's got her surgery Monday. I said, well, you got the technology. We can rebuild. This is in my brain, and I thought about Bobby Sue. Y'all. The things that pop into my head, I'm not responsible for. I'm not responsible for those things. Okay. I'm not sure if I'm going to like my little tubing or not, but we're going to see. If we don't, we'll take it back out. Anything goes in can come out. I don't know. I don't know. It just adds another element. Let's just see. If we don't like it, and we can always go back and add some in. I don't know, that might be goofy. What do y'all think? Is that goofy? Do not lies. But if I didn't want your honest opinion, you know, if it's goofy, it's goofy. If you think it's okay, say it's okay. If you love it, say you love it. And if you don't, just say, no. Hold on, I'll show it to you again. Let me fix this white. I hate praying mesh. Sound like praying mantis. I hate them things too. I am just not a fan of the white. Not a fan of the white. It's just so thin. The thicker the mesh, the better. That's one thing the burlap is good for, because it is a thicker. We can go over it with a clear coat. That would help if necessary. I wasn't saying nothing. We ain't saying nothing. We're just gonna sit here. Alright. That's alright. I understand. I'm not sure what to say either. Alright, let's dark. I don't know if I want to throw with any more of that white. I mean, for real, that white's getting on my nerve. On my nerve. But I'm going to have to dig out some more zip ties. So for now, I'm just going to go ahead and pipe cleaner these together. If you wanted to make a wreath that had the sunflower petals, excuse me, I got to go eat. You would make them just like I cut that real good. You would make them just like I'm doing these. You fold them the same exact way. There's different petals. You can make a tulip type of leaf. You can make, what's the other one? Oh, there's another one. Another leafy loop petal. There's a couple of different petals, and there's a couple of leaves. These would be what you would call a leaf. And say there's so much on that excess right there that you really didn't need all that. So you could, like I said, if your hands were good. Mine are not. You could cut that pipe cleaner into fourths. Oh, I was telling y'all when I was swinging this around, I was doing a live. My camera was propped up on the box as well. I was doing a mailbox swag, which is one thing I want us to do too, y'all. A mailbox swag. That's really one thing I want to do next. But anyway, yeah, I'm not sure about the loop-de-loops. We might have to let those out. We might have to cut them out. But anyway, oh, I think my old man's here. Okay. Blah. Okay, so I'm sitting here making the wreath, y'all, and it was making a mailbox swag, and I moved the swag. I went to move it around to turn it around, and I hit my camera, and I didn't realize it, and all of a sudden, bam, something hits the floor, and I get around my desk and over because it's back there behind y'all where you're at now, and my phone was coming back on. It had hit the floor so hard. It had cut off and was coming back on. I'm like, dang. And I get back on live and I'm like, are y'all okay? Because y'all just like face smacked the floor pretty hard. Face planted is what I said. Y'all face planted pretty hard. So that's when It's a Rough Ride came about. And keep your arms and legs and hands in at all times. I don't know if I'll ever forget that. I need to post that video. I thought about posting in some old videos, some old lives, and let y'all see some of. But y'all can go back into my old playlist and look at any of them you want to, by the way. And if you know, I've done some of everything I've just about made since I've been a page. Which when I first started, I was Southern Belle, and so a lot of my designs say Southern Belle, and that's why. And then I changed my name because there's so many Southern Belles. Like, gosh. So if you're looking to start a page, make sure your name is unique. Like, no one else has it. Check all the platforms, all of them, every single one. Every one of them. Because you don't want it to be the same as, you can't be the same as anybody else on certain things, like Etsy. You can have the same name on Facebook to a degree, or do you? I don't know. Yeah, because I think you can. I think you can have the same name. See, this white's just coming to pieces. But anyway, Etsy, go to GoDaddy, any of those things, and all of them. TikTok, Instagram, email. Because my email is Bella Wreath Designs Co. C-O. Because Bella Wreath Designs was taken, so I just put Co on the end of my email. So that's okay. But everything else is in Bella Wreath Designs. And there's another lady with the same name, but she's not been on since 2014, I believe. So I'm not sure what's up with that. But alright, let's go with the white one here. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we're into our third section. Okay. I will have to get out some hot zip ties. If I can get this white to quit fraying. Alright, y'all. Let's see. I'm going to call it for right now. And then let me go get something in my belly. I should be back in just a few. So if y'all are still on in a little bit, let's rejoin, reconvene, and we'll see if we can finish it up. But I do gotta go get something in my stomach, because I is hungry. Alright, but that's what we got this far. And I think it looks good. So it's just repetitive. Okay. See, if you were doing the curls, you would take your 10 by 10 and you just a little, this is one reason they come out with a woodland ruffle. Okay. You've got a curl. You've got a curl. We used to do at least 3. Some people do 2. You can do, you can do however many colors. You can do as many as you want. You can keep all the different colors. You can make it rainbow. You can do whatever. But to a bundle, let me just use this other white one since it's already tearing up. Let's just use it and not tear apart good. Alright. And when you do that, then you would bundle these together. That's why they call it a bundle. And you would do this number right here. And now if you had a ribbon or anything else you wanted to add to it, this would be where you would want to put it. Put your ribbons, twist it. And this, again, is what you would tie around your wreath frame. When you tied it in your circle, then the more you put it, it scrunches them up and it makes it a bundle, and you do that all the way around your frame. Now, these days, we realize we don't have to have 5,000 of them. But, alright, y'all. I'll be back in just a little bit. Join me in a little while. Thank you. I appreciate your hearts. Y'all have a good evening. See you later. Bye.